Okay, and let's begin. Since we're going to cover all your warrior postures plus crack all the spine up, let's begin with standing up. Okay, so we come into a standing position and then we stand with the feet together, thighs together. Now, especially this one will be important later on because when we do warrior tree or any balancing postures, we need to be in this position. Later, I explain why. Now, from here, let's raise our hands up, interlace the fingers, push the palms up to the sky. Okay, now from here we're going to lean our body to the right. Just get a nice stretch going. And then we keep the thighs, squeeze the thighs together for balance. Now, as we inhale, turn the chest and look up to the sky. So you can feel the left side getting a very nice stretch. So your whole chest turn, we look up to the ceiling, palms push away. One more deep breath. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale, we lean to the left. And then anytime you feel like you're losing your balance, squeeze the thighs together. And now inhale, turn the chest and look up to the sky. So we're turning our chest, we're looking up to the ceiling, we're pushing our palms away. And one more breath, inhale back up to center. Now from here, we release the fingers and then we are going to hold the elbows behind the head. So we grab the elbows tightly and then use your head to push back into the forearms. And now we're going to crack your back. As you inhale, we try to lift the chest up. So inhale, lift the chest up, use your head to push the forearms back. You will feel the stretch on the upper thoracic area. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift the chest, use the head to push the arms back. Okay, and 1 more breath. Inhale, lift and use the head. Push back as much as you can. That's right. So for maybe some of you already upper back or crack. Now, keep this position. We release the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Place your hands at the back of your waist. Now, from here, we lift the chest higher. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Like you're trying to point the chest to the ceiling. We're looking up to the ceiling. And then squeeze your elbows in. So now, where the stretch has moved to the top of your chest and the front of your shoulders. Now, inhale, lift the chest, look up to the sky, squeeze the elbows in more. Let's do 1 more breath. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the elbows in. And now, inhale, we come back into standing position. And then we're going to open up our feet slightly wider than the shoulders. Place your hands at chest level. From here, just gently twist side to side, just to loosen up the whole spine. Okay, just a quick stretch to straighten out the body and slowly release. Okay, so let me explain to you what we just did also. And this is something that you can do every day, even when you use the chair. So let's say I give you an example. Let me make it useful. If you have a chair, it's just also very simple to do. Just sit straight and then you stretch up, hold the back, use the head to push the arms back. Like just now you can feel it's a very good stretch in the upper thoracic area and the shoulder blades. And then now, after just about a 1 minute stretch, you already feel that your posture is a little bit straighter. Now from here, we're going to crack the rest of our body. Let's come to the front of the mat. And then when we stand, we make sure that the thighs are hip-width apart. And then your big toes are pointing straight ahead. Okay, so every time we look down to the ground, you check the feet point straight ahead. So that's important later when we need to go into our warrior positions. Okay, now from here, hands to the heart center. Inhale, we extend the hands up. Because we stretch already, you feel that the shoulder blades are now very easy to stretch up. Let's stretch further. Inhale, lift the chest up, like you're trying to point the chest up to the sky. And then the fingers extend up. Stretch energy through the fingers. Now, as we exhale, we sit back chair pose. Okay, so bend the knee and then use the hips, sit down first. So imagine that you're sitting on a chair as low as you can. Then we lift the chest up. We look forwards like you're watching TV. You're watching your favorite Korean drama. And then extend to the fingers. So fingers, energy to the fingers, like you're trying to stretch your fingers up. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now, as we exhale, we push the hip back and up, straighten the legs, reach the fingers down to the ground. Relax the neck and shoulders. Now, we're going to step the right leg. one big step back. And then we extend the right thigh. So here, this part here, the right thigh, we extend back further. As far as you can, we want space in the hip, lift the chest, look forwards. We are stretching the whole front of our body. And now, slowly lower the right knee down to the ground. Point your toes to the back. Bring your both hands to the left knee and raise the body up. So both palms on your knee for support. That's right. Now, we're going to stretch the right hip first because when we sit a lot every day, it's this part here that's normally very tight. So we stretch it first. Okay, now from here, this part, the right hip flexor, drop down to the ground. So we're dropping our hip forward and down 45 degrees. Upper body is relaxed. So we're just focusing on the stretch here only. And then breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, inhale, we come back up into our start position. Relax the hip flexor first because on the first round, it will be tight. Then we let it relax. Second round, you will feel looser already. Now second round, we add the hands in. So right hip drop down. See, going down 45 degrees, you already feel it's looser. Then we straighten both our arms. Lift the chest up to the sky. So like just now, we know when we're standing up, we're trying to point our chest up to the sky. Inhale, lift the hands up. So energy to the fingers, stretch the fingers up. Now let's deepen our posture. As you exhale, right hip drop lower. Inhale, chest lift higher. We call this Anjaneyasana crescent moon pose. We hold for 5, 4, very nice. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, place both the hands down to the ground. Okay, so Katniss, here comes the back crack. So we're going to take our left palm, place it on top of the left knee. Left palm on the left knee, and then the right hand on the ground. Okay, now step by step. The right hip drop further, right hip drop down. Push your left palm against the knee and twist so that the chest is trying to face up to the sky. So we're looking up to the ceiling. We're trying to use our left palm to twist the whole body. So you can feel that there's a very nice twisting going on in the upper back. Now we're going to increase the stretch. Inhale. Use your left palm and help you twist more. Turn more, look up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Now by now, should have a lot of cracking already. And now inhale, we come back to center. Place both the hands down to the ground. We're going to extend the twist to the rest of the spine. So we tuck the back toes in, lift the back knee off the ground. So the right thigh extend back. This is also important for our warrior pose later. So right thigh push back, lift the chest, right palm on the ground. Now left palm place on the knee again. Inhale, same thing, twist and turn, chest facing up. Extend the left hand up to the sky. Left fingertips like you want to touch the ceiling. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, extend the left hand forwards. So the right leg is pushing to the back. Left fingertips stretch forwards. So we're getting a nice stretch to the whole body. Inhale, turn the chest up to the sky. So now you'll feel the twist moving from here, going lower down already. Let's add in 1 more twist. Inhale, turn more. And now exhale, 2 hands on the ground. We step the left leg back to downward facing dog. Palms firm on the ground, fingers spread wide open. And now let's stretch our legs and hip out. Bend the right knee. Then we straighten the left leg. 1 leg at a time. Right knee bend, left leg straight. Shoulders extend back. Stretch 1 leg at a time. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, bend the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Try to reach the heel to the ground. Shoulders extend back all the way. So we're giving our hamstring a good stretch, 1 leg at a time. And now bend the right knee. So now we stretch both the legs. So first, shoulders extend back. So the shoulders push back all the way as much as you can. And now slowly straighten the leg. Reach the heels towards the ground. Get a good stretch to the entire body. Full downward facing dog. Okay, so Angeline, this is how we get the nice length for our downward dog. Okay, now slowly knee down to the ground. Okay, and then, okay, now from here, let's come on to kneeling for a while. Okay, so Anjali, so since you're asking me about the correct foot positioning for the warrior positions, let me also teach you the correct hand and foot positioning for your downward dog, because you will do that very often, and a lot of people also struggle like what's the correct distance, especially when you need to do like the mini vinyasa, upward dog, downward dog, going to plank and all. Let's practice that together. So do you all do okay, let's not bother with the chaturanga. We do easy one first. So first we come to all four position. Okay, all four. So shoulder over the wrist, hip over the knee. Now stretch one leg back. Any leg, so in my case, the right leg back because I'm facing the camera. So when we stretch one leg back first, we measure our plank. So you can see I already measured out my plank. So we try not to do two legs. So okay, you say that, let me show you what happened with two legs. Let's say I'm too close. If I want to go two legs, so sometimes I want to go to plank. Then my plank end out like that, because I don't really know the distance. So how do I measure? I stretch one leg back. I get half a plank. Now stretch the other leg back. Immediately you have a good plank. Okay, now let's work on our plank first. Shoulders push up to the sky. Engage your shoulders. This reduces the weight on your wrist. Next is the thighs have to work hard. Thighs push to the back, like you're trying to push the heels to the back. So shoulders push up to the sky, thighs push to the back, reach the heels to the back. You have a very nice strong plank already. Now use the hip, use the hip. Pull the hip up. Hip pull up, hip pull back into downward dog. So you can see my hand and feet position did not change. But now I have a very nice extended downward dog. Okay, from here let's try this 5 times. Inhale, we come forward back to plank. Okay, hand and feet didn't change position. Shoulders engage, thighs push back. Now, use your hip, not your shoulders. We don't push, we use our hip. Push the hip up to the sky. All the way back. Downward facing dog again. Stretch the shoulders back. Let's do 3 more. Let me see you. Inhale, come forward to plank. Good. Exhale, go back to downward dog. Very nice. Okay, let's do 2 more. Inhale, come forward to plank. That's right, hand and feet don't change. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Very nice. Use the hip to pull you. And let's do the last one. Inhale, come forward to plank. We use our breathing to help us. Exhale, go back to downward facing dog. Very nice. Okay, knee down to the ground, child's pose. From here, knee down, child's pose. Let's take a short break. Rest the shoulders for a while. And next, we're going to go into our cobra sequence. Okay, now from here, inhale, come back into all 4 positions. So our next position is our cobra, but let's not do knee, chest, chin. We get our cobra correct first. We lie down to the ground. So drop the hip, drop the chest down. So first of all, the feet very important. I think last week I also covered. Let's do a refresher this week. Top of the feet press into the mat. Then we bring our hands next to your chest. Next, squeeze the armpits in. Okay, so imagine that you have a purse in your armpit, you squeeze in tightly. So elbow squeeze into the rib cage, squeeze the armpits in, don't let go already from here. Don't let go. Okay, so you have to get used to the strength and the stamina used here. From here, inhale, squeeze the armpits tighter to lift the chest up. So don't lock the elbow, keep a slight bend in the elbow. How to keep the body up, squeeze in the armpits tighter. Now imagine you're a tortoise trying to stretch the neck out of the body. So your tortoise, stretch the neck out of your shell. Immediately your shoulders will engage. Okay, now exhale, lower the whole body down. Rest your forehead on your hands. Let's take a breath here. Okay, 2 more breath and 1 more breath. Now let's warm up our lower body. The lower back and the glutes very important. We will do a locust. So we're going to, so you watch me. So the locust is only the lower body. My head will be resting on my hands. I'm going to lift my thigh off, point the toes to the back, and hold this for 5 counts. Okay, let's do it together. head on your hands. Now inhale, lift the thighs off the ground, toes pointing back. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Inhale, lift the thighs higher if you can. Let's hold here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, thighs down. Okay, let's catch our breath here. Then we're going to come back into our cobra. So we're warming up our upper back muscles, then we're warming up our lower back muscles. We do 2 rounds of it. Okay, round 2. Hands next to the chest. Squeeze the armpits in tightly. The top of the feet press down into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up into cobra. Squeeze the armpits tighter. Stretch the neck away from the shoulders. Let me see you all. Okay, so we just look forwards. Keep stretching the neck. So Angeline, no need to look up. You just look forwards. Don't strain the neck, but stretch the neck up. Okay, very nice. Squeeze the armpits in tighter, Angeline. Technique looks good. Okay. It still looks good, only even though I can only see your head. Okay, exhale everybody down. Rest the forehead on your hands. So based on your head, I use my imagination for the rest of your body, Aislinn. Okay, down and rest. Good job. The fact that your head can raise so high that I can kind of figure the rest. Okay, let's do one more time for the thighs. So, head on the hands. From here, inhale, lift the thighs up. Stretch the toes to the back. Now, one more breath. Inhale, lift the thighs higher. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, exhale, thighs down to the ground. Bring the hands back to the chest. We're going to transition back into our downward facing dog. So squeeze the armpits in. Inhale, lift the chest up. Stretch the neck away from the shoulders. Tuck in the toes. So see my toes, tuck them in. Now, use your hip to lift you back up like you're doing a plank. Then, we use our hip to pull us back into downward dog. Remember, like just now, we use our hip to pull us back. Let's step forwards now. Right leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Now, we take the right leg 1 big step all the way forwards to the front. In between the 2 hands. Let's say your feet get stuck halfway. Don't worry. Use your right hand to help you move the foot to the front. Now, lift the head, look in front so that it's easy to step the left foot forwards. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hands on the shin. Inhale. Roll the body up. Then we bring the palms together over the head. Exhale. Hands to the heart center. Okay, very nice. Now let's do the left hand side. I just switch direction so that it's no need to switch so I can show you the twist from this side. Now from here, inhale, stretch the hands up, lift the chest. And now we go chair pose. As we exhale, sit back chair pose. So try to sit lower, lift the chest, extend fingers. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, very nice. As we exhale, we push the hips back, reach the fingers down to the ground, relax the neck and shoulders. And now step the left leg back. The other leg, left leg back into a low lunge. So left thigh extend back further. Left thigh extend back, lift the chest, look in front. Now from here, slowly lower the left knee down. Point the toes to the back. Let's take the right palm and place it on the right knee. Right palm on right knee. And then inhale and twist. So we use the hand to help us twist, chest facing up to the sky. Okay, so second round of your upper back twisting and popping. Inhale, twist more. And now we do 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale, and twist as much as you can. That's right, loosen up the whole upper body, the spine, and conditioning the spine as well. And slowly release, hand down to the ground. We lift the back knee off the ground. Bring the right palm back to the right knee. And again, inhale, twist until the chest face up. Now, extend the right hand up to the sky. So we want a nice straight line going through the arms. Like you're trying to reach up to the sky. We're not pulling the arm back, we're reaching up. Okay, now, the right hand extends to the front. Arm is next to the ear. Inhale, turn the chest up. So fingers stretch forwards, the legs stretch back. So we're stretching out our whole spine. Now we add in a stronger twist. Inhale, twist one more time. And now slowly exhale, hands down. We step the right leg back to downward facing dog. And now, as we inhale, we come forward into our plank. Okay, so adjust your feet if you need to get a nice plank, and then knee down to the ground. And now let's practice a knee, chest, chin. So we do maybe 3 rounds of this. Okay, now from here, knee, chest, chin, point the toes to the back, then we arch the spine. Hip push up, chest face forwards, chin lifted up. Now we drop the chest down to the ground. So you see, my chin is going to come in front here. My chest is going to go to the hands. So the face don't come down here. The face has to go in front. So remember, we're traveling to the front. Okay, let's go. Exhale, drop the chest and chin down to the ground, forwards. Inhale, slide the chest forward and up, cobra, like what we did just now. Stretch the neck out, squeeze the armpits in. Now we tuck in the toes, lift the hip up back to plank, lift the hip back to downward dog. Very nice. Let's do 2 more times the same thing. Knee down to the ground, point the toes back, arch the spine, lift the chin. So remember, the chest and the chin go in front. As we exhale, drop the chest and chin down to the ground in front. Inhale, slide the chest and chin up, cobra. Tuck in the toes, go back into downward dog. Okay, now the last one we do at full speed. Inhale, come down, all 4 position. Take a deep breath and then arch the spine, lift the chin up. As we exhale, drop the chest and chin down to the ground. Inhale, slide up, cobra. Squeeze the armpits in, very nice. Tuck in the toes, lift the hip up all the way back to downward facing dog. Now from here, left leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Step, 1 big step all the way forwards. We step the right leg forwards. Exhale, fold, relax the neck and shoulders. From here, slowly we roll the whole body up. Bring the palms over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, very nice. Okay, now from here, we're going to go into our warrior 1 position. So, readjust your feet to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart center. From here, inhale, bring the palms over the head. As we exhale, push the hips back. Reach the fingers down to the ground. Step the right leg back to warrior 1. So first of all, the right foot, 1 big step. Don't worry about the hands. Hands placed on your hip. Let's work the foot position up first. So first of all, the back foot. Back foot is the most important. Place the heel on the ground. Make sure the heel is firm on the ground. All the weight is going to the heel. The back thigh is straight. So this whole leg don't bend. Have to be totally straight. 70% of your body weight is coming down to this leg. Then the back toes, you face forwards 45 degrees. Okay? Now, next, this one sorted, we go to the front leg. So make sure the front toes are facing forwards. The knee and the foot is in 1 straight line. Then we bend the front knee until the knee and the ankle is in 1 straight line. Okay, so you bend until 1 straight line. And the back leg still straight. So this one down deep. This one sorted. Then we slowly build up. Now the hands are still on the hip. Turn the hip to face as far forwards as you can. So the whole hip we turn forwards. Making sure back leg is still straight, front knee still bent. Next is we lift the chest up. So my hands still haven't come out yet. Lift the chest up so it's facing up to the sky. Then last of all, only the hands come up. Energy to the fingers, warrior 1. Make sure the back leg straight. Now let's deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale, bend the front knee lower. Very nice, warrior 1. And come, straighten the legs. Bring the hands back to the hip. Okay, so we're back to here. Straighten the legs. We're back to here. We do it 1 more time. So Angeline, your back foot is almost 90 degrees. You turn forwards foot a little bit more. The back foot, turn forwards 45 degrees. That's right, because we are trying to face the hip forwards. So if the foot is 90 degree, you have a hard time because it locks your hip into position. Therefore, we need to place our back foot facing forwards so that our hip can move to the front. Okay, so again, so Candice, I can't see your feet. So AC, I also cannot see your feet. So you make sure the foot at the back is facing forwards 45 degree, not to the side, it's more to the front. Let's try that again. So the legs are set up already. Hand to the hip, turn to the front. Now we bend the front knee until the knee is in line with the ankle. Lift the chest up, extend the hands up. Now you can do it quicker already. Let's deepen the posture one more time. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower the front leg as much as you can. We hold this, warrior one, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, straighten your front leg. We bring the hands to the waist first. Let's catch a breather because this one, if you're new to this, is quite tiring on the legs. The next position is reverse warrior. We begin from this. Now bring the hands up. Now we bring the back hand out. The right hand rotate to the back. Open up the shoulder. Place it on the back of your thigh, on the hamstrings. Now we deepen the upper chest first. As we inhale, lift the chest up. The right hand slide lower. So we reach the right hand down. As you exhale, the front leg, you bend as much as you can. Where are we looking? We are looking to our top palm. Palm face to the face. We are looking to the palm. Let's deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest higher. The right hand slide down lower. Exhale, front leg bend as much as you can. Reverse warrior for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the back hand up. Let's do one triangle to stretch the body out. Bring the hands to shoulder level. We call this a star pose. And then we drop the right hand down. Place it on the right ankle. No, left hand, sorry. Left hand down on the left ankle. Then we open up the chest. So we use this arm to push, open up the chest. Make sure the both legs are straight. Stretch the right hand up. So triangle, we make sure both legs are straight like a triangle. So let's say you can't go so low, you can come up higher as long as both the legs are straight. Reach the right hand up like you're trying to touch the ceiling. So we have a lot of nice straight lines here. Okay, let's come back down to the ground. Bend the front knee, 2 hands down to the ground. Step the left leg back. Downward dog. And let's do our cobra sequence again. Slowly drop the knee down to the ground. Point the toes back, arch the spine. Now as you exhale, drop the chest in front. Chest go forward. Inhale, chest come up. Squeeze the armpits in, lengthen the neck. Tuck the toes in. Pull the hip back into downward facing dog. Now let's walk forwards. Right leg up, 3-leg downward dog. Step the right leg, 1 big step all the way forwards. Step the left leg forwards. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hands on the shin. Inhale, roll the body up. Bring the palms over the head, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, now let's do the left hand side. From here, inhale. Raise the palms over the head. Exhale, push the hips back, fingers towards the ground. Now, step the left leg back into warrior one. So now I show you a back view of it. So again, the left heel is on the ground. Then I turn my left foot face forwards 45 degrees. Keep the back leg straight throughout. This is the support leg. Next is knee in line with the front foot. So front knee in line with the foot facing forwards. Bend the front knee until it's in line with the ankle. Hands on the hip, turn the hip to face as far forwards as you can. Next, lift the chest up to the sky. Extend the fingers up. Now let's deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale, the front leg go as low as you can. Warrior one for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the hands to the waist and then let's catch our breath first. Okay, so in between we rest our legs a little bit. Okay, now reverse warrior. Bring the hands up again. Now the left arm, rotate and place it on the back of the thigh. Okay, now let's deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest up. Palms are facing your face. Then we're looking up to our palm. Left hand slide lower. Now, as you exhale, the front leg lower down as much as you can. Back leg straight. Let's deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest up. Left hand go lower. Exhale, front leg go as low as you can. Reverse warrior for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Straighten the front leg. Bring the back hand up. Lower the both arms out to shoulder level. Star pose. Now we do another triangle. The right hand reach down towards the right ankle. So we use this to push, to open up the chest, open up the hip, keep the both legs straight. Now extend the left fingertips up to the sky. Then you can see we have a nice straight line running through our arms. Legs are also straight. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now we bend the front knee. 2 hands down to the ground. Step the right leg back to downward dog. That's right. Now we go back to a cobra. So slowly knee down to the ground. Point the toes to the back. Inhale, we arch the spine. Exhale, we drop the chest down to the ground. Inhale, we come up into cobra. Squeeze the armpits in. Tuck in the toes. Lift the hip all the way back into downward facing dog. Now we lift the left leg up into 3-leg downward dog. Step the left leg all the way forwards to the front. Step the right leg forwards. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, hands on the shins. Inhale, we roll the body up. Bring the palms together over the head. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Okay, let's take a short water break. 45-second water break. Rest the legs a little bit. Grab a sip of water. The next round, we're going to do our Warrior 2 sequence. Could everybody catch the Warrior 1 just now? Angeline, you managed to catch the Warrior 1, the footing? So the Warrior 1 most important is the back leg, okay? This leg has to be straight throughout. Even if, let's say, your knee, you can't bend so low, the back foot is not perfect alignment. The most important is this leg must be straight because all your body weight is going down here. So the moment you bend the leg, even a little bit, you don't have the support, the whole position feels wobbly. Especially when your hands up, then you're just wobbling. So we just need to straighten this. Lean all the way to the back heel, then you will feel that the front knee is very light, allowing you to go lower. Okay, so with that, we come into Warrior 2. So Warrior 2, we come back to the front of the mat. And then again, the legs will be hip width apart, the big toes pointing straight. So why do we want this? Because in Warrior 1 also, I show you from the front. When I step back to Warrior 1, okay, let's say, you see the floor, I have a line here. So you can see my feet is placed in between the line. Then when I step my leg back, it is still preserving the same hip width distance, even though I pivot my foot, so that I have space to turn. If this foot goes behind my front leg, I will find that I am wobbly. So I need to preserve my hip width. So when I come to Warrior 2, it's the same. I also want to step back with the hip width so that my hip can pivot. Okay, let's try together now. Feet facing forwards, hands to the heart center. From here, we raise the hands up, lengthen the whole spine. So why we always do this at the start of every sequence is just to stretch the whole body out. Now as we exhale, we push the hips back and reach the fingers down to the ground so that we are stretching our legs and our hands to prepare for the next position. Now step the right leg back, one big step, and come up. Okay, don't worry about foot position first. Don't worry about your hands. Hands placed in the hip. Let's start with the back foot again. Always start with the back foot. Now, Warrior 2, the back foot 90 degrees. L shape, so 90 degrees. So like what you were doing just now, Anjali. Now this leg again, even more important, must be straight, all the weights going here. Now the front knee now, again the same, knee and foot face to the left hand side of the mat. We bend it as low as you can. Okay, so what we're looking for is knee in one straight line with the ankle. Okay, but now the hand on the hip, we want to turn our hip to face sideways so that the hip is in line with my thighs. Okay, if I want to, then I can go lower. So there's a lot of space to go up and down. Now next, I'm slowly stacking up. Next is I want my body to be in one straight line between my legs. I don't want it leaning forwards. It makes the knee very heavy here. I don't want it leaning too far back. I want it balancing between the two legs. Then I stretch the hands up. Warrior 2. Okay, now, very important is the fingers are working. So we are stretching the fingers out to hold the arms in position. And then the shoulder blades relax. So don't tense the shoulders. If not, the shoulders more tired than the legs. Relax the shoulders. We keep the arms up through the fingers. Then you try to lower the front leg more. Whereas the eye gaze, we look to the front hand. Warrior 2. Let's hold here for 2 breaths. For 1 breath, straighten the leg, bring the hands to the hip. We do 2 more rounds with this. This one, train leg strength one. Okay, we go down to 2, then I will go and chop later. Okay, from here, let's bring the hands back out to star position. Look to the front hand. Now from here, we bend the front knee as low as you can go. Make sure the body don't lean forward, the body lean back. So the weight is on the back leg. Warrior 2. Very nice. Okay, everybody looks very good. Okay, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Straighten the front leg. Hands remain up. We do 1 last one. Okay, get ready. From here, exhale. Go down as slow as you can now. Body go backwards. Look to the front hand. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Straighten the front leg. We do 1 triangle to stretch the body up. Same thing. From here, left hand come down to the left ankle. Open up the chest. Open up the hip. Both the legs straight. Reach the right hand up. Triangle. This is for us to stretch out the whole body. 1 more breath. Bend the front knee. 2 hands to the ground. Left leg step back. Downward facing dog. Stretch the shoulders back. And now we do our sequence again. Slowly drop the knee down to the ground. Point the toes back. Inhale. Arch the spine. Like cow pose. Exhale, we drop the chest down to the ground. Inhale, slide the chest forward and up, cobra. Squeeze your armpits in, hug the elbows in. Tuck in your toes. Lift the hip up and back into downward facing dog. From here, lift the right leg up, 3-leg downward dog. Step the right leg, 1 big step all the way forwards to the front. Step the left leg forwards. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hands on the shin. Inhale. Slowly roll the body up. Bring the palms over your head together. Exhale. Hands to the heart center. And now let's do the Warrior 2 for the other side. So I will show you a back view now. Inhale. Stretch the whole body up. Exhale. Push the hip back. Straighten the legs. Reach the fingers down to the ground. Now from here, left leg, 1 big step into Warrior 2. Bring the body up. Okay, so hands on the hip. Don't worry about the hands first. First of all, the back heel on the mat. Make sure the foot is 90 degrees. So it's like L shape, back leg straight. Then we bend the front knee in line with the ankle. Next is the hip. Straighten out the hip so it's in line with your thighs. Then we extend the hands out. Next, the shoulder blades don't hunch out. From the back, you can see, I want to relax them down. That means don't hunch like that. Relax them. I keep my arms up through my fingers. So I stretch my fingers out. Next is, I want to bring the body back. So don't lean forwards. Bring the body back. We lower the front leg more. Look to the front hand. Hold this for 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Straighten the front leg. Hand to the hip. Let's catch 2 breaths first. 1 more breath. Let's bring our hands out again. Round 2. Exhale, let's go down. Warrior 2. Lower, body come back. Hold this. 2 more breath. 1 more breath. Now inhale, straighten, keep the arms up. Now we hold for 5 count. Exhale, go down as low as you can. Back leg straight, shoulders relaxed. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the front leg. Right hand reach down to the right ankle. Open up the chest, open up the hip, stretch the left fingertips up to the ceiling. Triangle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bend the front knee. 2 hands on the ground. Step the right leg back to downward facing dog. And now we do our sequence again. Slowly lower the knee down, point the toes back, arch the spine. As we exhale, drop the chest down to the ground. Inhale, slide the chest forward and up, cobra. Touching the toes, lift the hip up, all the way back to downward facing dog. Left leg up, 3-leg downward dog. Now, we step the left leg, 1 big step all the way forward. Step the right foot forwards. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, hands on the shin. Inhale, roll the body up. Bring the palms over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, good job. Okay, let's take another 45-second break. You can grab a sip of water if you want. And then we're going to work into the mechanics of the warrior tree. The warrior tree is this one, the one where we balance the one leg one. Okay, we're going to do some drill work for that. Okay, so Angeline, was the warrior too clear? Just let me give you a quick refresher. When we do warrior 2, so always start from the feet. We build up from the ground up. Don't worry about the hands first. So, and we always start with the back heel. So the back foot is 90 degrees. Back leg straight, all the weight is going to the back heel. And then the front knee is, we want to keep it in line with the ankle. So knee and ankle, one straight line. Knee and feet facing in one direction. So be careful of the leg position. Then next is the body is straight in between your legs. Then stretch the hands out. Energy to the fingers. Relax the shoulders. Look to the front hand. And then you lower down more if you can. And then this makes a nice position. So for the rest of you, this is an excellent Instagram shot, especially next time when you travel. Why? Because it's a very strong position. It always looks good. You do this, people know you do yoga. Okay, then at the back, is your background, mountain, whatever the site is, because it's a very long, powerful posture. It's a very long, powerful pose. With the background, it's going to look very nice. And also, if you're just wearing anything, jeans, whatever, you're wearing tight skirts, sorry, but if you're wearing jeans and all that, it's very easy to, look very nice. Okay, faster take, then jump. Okay? Yes. And then the next one, so warrior 1 is the same. So the warrior poses look good. They're also easy to take Instagram pictures of. So the next one is the same, the warrior 3. Okay? So the warrior 3, we now go with our thighs and feet together. Thighs and feet together. Okay? So because when the thighs and feet are together, your weight is centered between your 2 feet. So we can test a little bit. So a little bit of experiment here. Thighs and feet together. Hands at your hip. Now we bring the right knee up. From the side, it's just like that. Bring the right knee up. So we use abdominal to pull the leg up. Hold the balance. Then you can feel the foot and the ankle working very hard. But it's not very difficult to keep the balance. Okay, right foot down. Okay, right foot down. Okay, so now we open up our feet. Okay, just open up to your normal, open feet position, your comfortable level. For me, it's just like hip level. Now let's try to do the same thing again. From here, hand on the hip, lift the right knee up and balance. Suddenly, it feels harder because our weight is no longer centered down. It is now, when you open up your feet, 50%, 50%. Then you lift out the 50%, the 100% go here, but your weight is like, you're trying to balance back on the feet. So that's why we always, whenever you want to do any balancing postures, like dancer's pose or whatever, start doing it with the thighs together. Then you see the moment I lift up, my weight's already centered. I can transfer 100% to either leg easily. Okay, so now, with that said, let's come with the thighs together. We bring the hands up next to the ear. Then we interlace the fingers. Make a fist like this, interlace, make a fist. So now I have a strong line, strong straight line from the hand running to my foot. Then you pretend your hand and your leg is like one stick, so it moves together. Now from here, all we have to do is, as I lift my leg up, I lower my body down. Then I lower until I want to make a T shape. Then I come back together. Okay, now let's practice this. All you have to do, hold in this position. So most important is the arm and the head. So we don't do this and you go down. You already lose the position. We want to hold the arm next to the ear. Even if, let's say, you can only reach like that, it doesn't matter. This is a position you want to hold. Don't do this, because once you're here, it's very hard to get it back up. Okay, so let's practice from here. Lower down as much as you can, don't need to hold. When you lose your balance, try to come back together and then go down again. Come back together. So the things to note is, as you go down, I want my hip facing the mat. I want my chest facing the mat. So that the whole body is straight. Because the moment that you sing it, then you lose the balance. The moment that you tilt the body, the weight goes to the back. So we want it centered to the mat. Then you always find that you have your balance. Okay, let's keep going. Don't stop, don't stop. This is drill. Go down, come up. Doesn't matter how you go. Okay, wait, come back. Okay, a sling. Okay, the hand like this. Interlace. Okay, see, my hand is interlaced on. I don't let go. Then I use my arms to compare my head. Imagine watermelon, squeeze the watermelon. Then I go down. Let's say you can only come until here, no more balance. Never mind, come back here. As you keep doing this, after about 20 or 30 times, your hip starts to loosen up. Now maybe tight. Now maybe no balance. But as you keep doing, that's why drill work is important. After 20 or 30 times, suddenly you bang. Straight away, it's warrior 3 already. Okay, so what we want is the core control. So Angeline, so as you go down, you try to come back with control. That means use the stomach muscle. Together, come back like you're doing a plank. This helps to condition your hips for it. Yes. Then you can see, if you can see Angeline, in one move, she's already there already. Don't need to hold Angeline, come back. What we want is drill. Go down, come back. Go down, come back. Because why? A lot of people spend all the time is trying to hold. But the hard part is actually going into the position, coming back from the position. That is the hard part. So once you can go in and come out easily, holding no problem one. So let's do this. Go down, come up. So you try to maintain this position as you go in and come up. So that is your home practice. You find once you keep doing like 30, 40 times every day, getting into position, no more problem. That's right. So Angeline, as you do, I see also you can hold very well. Candice, how are we doing? Okay, let's do one for me, Candice. I got you on my wall. Okay, no, just let your body take over. Just relax a bit. Okay, so let's relax and go. Why nobody moving? All your screen frozen or my screen frozen. We are still doing this. Very nice, Katniss. Okay, and relax. Okay, lower, shake the hand, shake the legs. Okay, then we do the left side. Okay, sorry, my connection also unstable. Aiyo, Pengsan. Then cannot help because my Unify is a 500 Mbps, right? Okay, so Again, thighs together, feet together. We do the left leg now. From here, hands over the head. So remember, we always try to keep the arm next to the head, even when we're going down. Even if you're only here, we keep the arm here. Okay, so we just keep doing this. We just keep doing this. Now, most very important, keep the bottom leg straight up. So you can see, when I stand here, my leg is straight. When I go down, I keep everything straight. Standing leg must be straight. The moment you bend, you introduce left and right wobble. Okay? When it's straight, you just have to worry about front and back, front and back, front and back. Then as you keep going down and up, your hip will start loosening up. So it is because part of the reason why it is difficult to do is not that you cannot balance, it is sometimes the hip is tight. Okay, so we do all this dynamic exercise to loosen up the hip, to lengthen all the tendons, get your body and also muscle memory. Okay, so Aislinn, don't kanchiong. You do this. When you go down, don't go too fast. When you go down, you try to maintain balance. Maybe you reach until here, no more balance. Then you try to come back together. Just do a little bit. But what we want is find the balance. It's not about strength. All this is about balance. All this is about balance. So no need speed one. We want the arms and the ears there. Also don't let go like that. You let go like that, right? The position gone already. So Aislinn, hand here. You see, I go down together. I am squeezing my head. Maybe I can only come here. Tight, never mind. It will get better with time. So what we want is, we want to preserve our good position. Then over time, it gets better. Rather than, you try like this to get, but this is not the actual posture. Then because you didn't train to loosen it up, so forever you're stuck like that. Then you wonder why. So we start here, don't worry. As you practice on your own, you find you get lower. Then we can all look like Katniss. Okay, good job. Okay, come, let's rest a bit. Okay, just nice. Okay, so with that, let's do one full round together. One full round together of Warrior 3. We do Warrior 1, Warrior 2, all in one sequence, okay? So we can practice one last time. Come to the front of the mat. Okay, front of the mat. Bring the hands up over the head. Interlace the fingers. Now, from here, we lean into Warrior 3. Remember the practice we did? Slowly try to find the balance into Warrior 3. Okay, and we hold here for 2 breaths. Now we hold. One more breath. Now the right foot, step one big step to the back into Warrior 1. Okay, adjust your feet if you need to. Let's go to Warrior 1 again. Back heel on the ground. Back foot face forwards 45 degrees. Back leg straight. Bend the front knee in line with the knee. In line with the ankle. Okay, hand on the hip. Turn the hip forwards. Lift the chest. Hands up to the sky. Lower the front knee as much as you can. Make sure the back leg straight. Warrior 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower down the arms down into Warrior 2. Bring the arms down. The back foot turn out to 90 degrees. We can do this for Warrior 1. Turn the foot out 90 degrees. Lower the arms down. Lower the front leg more. Bring the body back. We are now at Warrior 2. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. 2 hands placed down to the ground. Left leg step back into downward facing dog. Now from here, inhale, we come forward to plank. Take a nice plank. Hold in plank for 2 breaths. Hold for 1 more breath. Knee down to the ground. Point the toes back. Arch the spine. As you exhale, bring the chest and chin down to the ground. Inhale, we come up into Cobra. Tuck the toes in. Lift the hip up and back all the way to downward facing dog. Right leg up, 3-leg downward dog. Step the right leg, 1 big step. All the way forwards to the front. Step the left foot forwards. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hands on the shin. Slowly bring the body up. Now we bring the hands over the head. Interlace the fingers again. Bring the legs and the thighs together, feet and the thighs together. We prepare for warrior 3, left side. So from here, get ready. Warrior 3, left leg. Lean the body. Bring the left leg up. Warrior 3. So bottom leg straight. Make sure the hips square, chest facing the mat. 2 more breaths. One more. Now the left foot, one big step to the back. Bring the hands to the hip. Okay, now we adjust. Back heel on the ground. Back foot face forwards 45 degrees. Front knee lower. Turn the hip forwards. Lift the hands and the chest up. Lower the front leg more. Warrior 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms to the shoulder level. Back foot turn to 90 degree. Back foot 90 degree. Lower the front leg more. Arms at shoulder level. Warrior 2. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2 hands to the ground. Right leg, we step back into downward dog. Stretch the shoulders back. Now, inhale, we come forward into a plank. Hold plank for 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Knee down to the ground. Point the toes back. Arch the spine. Chest and chin down to the ground. Inhale, come up to cobra. Lengthen the neck. Squeeze the armpits in. Now, tuck in the toes. Lift the hip up and back into downward facing dog. Left leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Step the left leg forwards. Step the right leg forwards. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, bend the knees. Lower the body down into a squat. And we come down into a sitting position. Okay, good job everybody. Now let's stretch the body out. After all that, we stretch the body out because we have to stretch kidneys out, right? I remember. Okay, from here we do what we call a Bandha Konasana. It's designed to open up the body. So bring the heels together. So you see my feet, heels together. We wrap the left hand over the toes, the right hand over the left hand. Pull the heels in towards the hip. So pull it in as much as you can. Butterfly leg. Next is we use the muscle. So we use the inner thigh muscles to push the knee down to the ground. So you try to spread the hips out, spread the thighs out, to try to bring the knee as close to the mat as possible. Now as you inhale, lift the chest up like you're trying to lengthen the spine up, like a string pulling you from the top of the head. So inhale, lift the spine up, open up our thighs to the side, try to reach the knees down to the ground. So we're opening up our whole body. Again, over 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen the spine up, open up the thighs more. So we're holding on to our feet for support. 1 more breath, lengthen the spine, open up the thighs. You can feel the whole body stretch out. Next, hold the position. I showed you side view. We are going to open up our SI joint and straighten up our spine. So looking forwards as we exhale, pull the chest forwards down to the ground. So we want length. We want to pull ourselves forward. Let's do this over 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pull the chest forwards more. As you go forwards more, you will go lower down. If you're very flexible, your head already touch the ground. So 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, pull forwards more. So you can feel it's a very nice stretch onto the SI joint and your lower back. And then we are also doing this to straighten out our spine. In case of any compression, now we stretch it back out. Kind of like traction. Okay, 1 more breath. Now inhale, we come back up into sitting position. And then we're going to bring our legs into a simple cross-leg position. We're going to do 1 final twist for upper body, just to loosen back up the whole body. Stretch the hands up. Now we add in an additional inhale. As you inhale, stretch up more. Fingers stretch up more, so we are opening up the space in our spinal bones. As we exhale, we turn to the right. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand on the right knee. right hand behind the back. Inhale, stretch the spine up. Exhale, use your left hand to help you twist. Right hand moving deeper. Inhale, stretch the spine up. Exhale, twist more. Let's hold here for 2 breaths. Enjoy this nice twist. 1 more breath. Now, release the neck. So we release the head first. Turn to the front. Relax the body. Stretch the hands up. Now, 1 more breath. Stretch more. Open up the space in our spine. Exhale, turn to the left. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind the back. Inhale, straighten up the spine. Exhale, twist to the back. Left hand walk a little deeper. Inhale, straighten up the spine. Exhale, twist to the back more. Let's hold here for 3 deep breaths. 2 more deep breaths. And 1 more breath. Now inhale. Return back to the front. Release the body so you can feel nice and relaxed. Let's place our palms on the knees. Straighten up the spine. Relax the shoulders. Eyes closed gently. And let's finish off the session with 3 deep breaths. First breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Second breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And final breath. Inhale deeply. Exhaling completely. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Namaste and thank you everyone for joining me this evening. So I hope you had a good class. So Angeline, I hope that answered your question. Did that answer your question about
Yes.
that was clear?